In February 2012, Jeremy Lin scored more points in his first 5 games as a starter than any NBA player had since 1975, but just 2 weeks earlier, he was sleeping on his brother's couch, convinced he was about to get cut from the league forever, and what happened next shocked even his own family. It was February 4th, and the Knicks were desperate. Injuries left them scrambling, and coach Mike D'Antoni took a last-ditch gamble on his 4th-string point guard, someone who most fans didn't even know was on the roster. Hours before tip-off, Lin's agent told him, "If you don't play well tonight, this might be your last NBA game." That night, Lin dropped 25 points on the Nets and sparked a global phenomenon. But how did an undrafted Asian American kid with no scholarship offers become the most talked about player on earth?
Jeremy Lin off to a terrific start. This is what I like. I like this. Lin picks it up. Lin drives in and lays it in.
Let's rewind. Jeremy Lin was ignored his whole life by scouts, coaches, and even his own parents, who were both 5'6" and thought basketball was a distraction. But as long as Jeremy kept his grades up, they let him play. And because he loved the game, his grades never slipped. At Palo Alto High, Lin led his team to a 32-1 record, defeating the powerhouse Mater Dei in the championship game. He averaged over 16 points, 4.5 assists, and 2.4 steals. Yet not a single Division I program offered him a scholarship. He lived across the street from Stanford, but their coaches didn't recruit him. Neither did UCLA. It wasn't that they hadn't seen him. Jeremy sent full highlight reels to programs across the country, but the answer was always the same: silence. He was ranked 426 nationally, just a 2-star recruit. At 6'1" and barely 170 pounds, he was too small, not athletic enough, and worst of all, in the eyes of the basketball world, he was Asian. In a sport where stereotypes run deep, Lin wasn't just fighting for playing time, he was fighting centuries of perception. Still, his confidence never wavered. After dominating D1 players at an AAU tournament, Harvard took notice and finally gave him a shot. Though Harvard wasn't exactly a basketball powerhouse, Lin fit their academic mold perfectly, boasting a 4.2 GPA. As a freshman, he was physically the weakest player on the team, but he got stronger, and by his junior year, he was averaging nearly 18 points a game. In his senior year, he led Harvard to its best record ever and lit up Kemba Walker's UConn squad for 30 points. But even then, NBA teams didn't care. He went undrafted in 2010. While scouts praised his passing and intelligence, they questioned his shooting and doubted his ability to defend or finish at the rim. Rockets GM Daryl Morey's analytics model ranked Lin as the 15th best player in the draft, but the team didn't trust the data enough to take a risk. He just didn't pass the eye test, Morey later admitted, and the reason he added bluntly was likely because Lin was Asian. But one man saw through the bias, Donnie Nelson of the Mavericks, who gave Lin a spot on the Summer League team. Jeremy made the most of it, averaging nearly 10 points per game on 54% shooting, and drew contract offers from several teams. He signed with the Warriors, but playing behind Steph Curry and Monta Ellis left him with limited minutes. He didn't pout. He rebuilt his shot, doubled his squat, gained 12 pounds of muscle, and improved his vertical by 6 inches. But just before the 2011 season, Golden State waived him to clear cap space. Houston picked him up, then cut him again. Then finally, on December 27, 2011, the New York Knicks claimed Lin off waivers after injuries devastated their guard rotation. But they didn't expect much. Jeremy was the third backup, rarely used, barely practiced, and still crashing on his brother's couch. That all changed on February 4th. With the Knicks on the brink and no better options, Coach D'Antoni gave Jeremy the green light. That night, Lin exploded. 25 points, 7 assists, 2 steals, and a win over the Nets. Suddenly, he was the story, and he wasn't done. The next night against Utah, with Carmelo Anthony injured and Amare Stoudemire out, Lin scored 28 points and led the Knicks to another win. Critics said it was a fluke, but Lin answered them in Washington with 23 points and 10 assists against John Wall. National media dubbed it Linsanity. but Kobe Bryant wasn't impressed. Before their matchup, he told reporters he didn't even know who Lin was. Big mistake. Lin torched the Lakers for 38 points, outscoring Kobe and hitting a dagger 3 right in front of the bench. In a matter of days, Lin became the most Googled person on the planet. Knicks jerseys sold out. Nike scrambled to capitalize. The NBA had a new face, and he was Asian American. But what happened next would break fans' hearts. Despite 7 straight wins and national praise, Knicks management didn't build around Lin. Coach D'Antoni was fired. The new coach, Mike Woodson, ran fewer pick and rolls, limiting Jeremy's game. Then Lin suffered a meniscus tear and was out for the rest of the season. Still, in 26 games, he averaged 18.5 points and 7.6 assists, leading the Knicks to a 16-10 record during that span. His jersey became the second best seller in the league, but instead of rewarding him, the Knicks let him walk. The Houston Rockets offered him a 3-year, $25 million deal with a poison pill final year designed to scare off the Knicks. It worked. Despite his massive popularity, New York declined to match. Just like that, Linsanity was over. In Houston, Lin put up solid numbers and 13 points, 5 assists per game, but playing behind James Harden meant fewer touches. He bounced around the league after that, suiting up for several teams and never quite recapturing the magic of those 2 months. In 2019, he became the first Asian American to win an NBA title with the Raptors, even if he played limited minutes. After the NBA, Lin continued playing overseas in China and Taiwan, reconnecting with his heritage and inspiring millions. Looking back, Jeremy acknowledges the strange paradox of his fame. Linsanity only existed because he was Asian, but it nearly never happened because he was Asian. He broke barriers that few before him even approached, challenging stereotypes and proving that greatness doesn't have a race. While Jeremy never liked the fame or spotlight, he became a symbol not just for New York, but for anyone who ever felt overlooked, underestimated, or boxed in by what others saw on the outside. And for 2 unforgettable months, he wasn't just a player, he was a movement. Thank you for watching, and if you want more powerful stories like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to She's That Girl, because the next underdog story might be even crazier than this one.